Okay, so if I could have everybody mute themselves, thank you so much. So my name is Robin, certified nutrition specialist, and we're going to talk about Shred 10, give you all the details so that you understand what it is, what it's not, why it is. And as I do that, it will have time for some questions toward the end. So the purpose of the shred is to remove the foods that are not serving you and take some time to flood your body with whole food nutrition. And we do that systematically. I'm gonna um, ask because I know there's people in the waiting. I think they're in there. Sandra, can I make you a a
Co-host.
yes, so
Yes.
that
Yes.
you can thank you because I think let me do that. Let me do that right now. Yes, thank you. You have can you see co-host in the building
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Sorry,
All
you guys.
right.
I have to because I realize I gotta I can't do all of it. All
I
right.
got you.
Thank you so much. So with that being said, with the Shred 10, it is a 10-day jump start because people see the 10 and they automatically think that it is 10 pounds, and it could be. So I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but it's 10 guidelines, a 10-day jump start where we recommend that you focus on very key guidelines for the 10 days. It's a lifestyle, and we do this every month. People ask, so can I lose weight? And so the reality is we don't promote shred necessarily as a weight loss program. However, the side effect of removing what doesn't serve you and flooding your body with what does, then the weight comes off because you're doing it in a very specific way. Also, if you have high blood sugar, the shred can help to balance that out. Whatever it is and whoever you are, there is a place for you in the shred. If it's weight loss or weight reduction that you're looking for, if it's overall health, the shred covers that, and we'll go into why that is so. The problems that we all face, minus the elephant in the room that's going on as of lately in our world, but we have a decline in food quality, and there's nothing you can do about that. When you go to the store and you get produce or you get food, a lot of times there's chemicals in it, and that's getting into our bodies. You 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 that is just it. So we're filling our bodies with the toxins, and in the environment, you have to breathe. You can't not breathe, and by doing that, you are taking in these toxins. So with the decline in food quality and all of these toxins, we have all these things going on in our bodies, and you that's evidenced by the amount of illnesses and diseases that you'll see out in the society. So what we're looking to do is reduce that toxic load, and by filling your body with a nutrition in a certain way, you are providing armor for your cells. In order for your cells to protect you, and people don't think about this when they eat, there has to be nutrients that go in and absorbed into your cells. People just think, okay, I'm eating because I'm hungry or it tastes good. Yeah, that's great, but is are there any nutrients in your body to feed your cells? And the other thing that people don't realize, and I said this before, is that your body has to absorb this nutrition. And if your digestive system isn't working properly, then a lot of times it's hard for your body to absorb the nutrients. And so when we're doing the shred, there is a way that we're able to bypass your digestive system by the way that we're doing the shred, so the nutrition goes straight into your cells, and that is where it is most powerful. So again, we're going to shred the foods and the habits that are not serving us and flood our bodies with whole food and micronutrition at least for 10 days, because we know that you can do anything for 10 days. And we also know that when you shred, a lot of shredders, they see great results and they want to keep going, but we want you to focus on that 10 days and see how that works for you. Micronutrients are vital to the development of your body. As I said before, that's your disease prevention and your well being. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So, what's going on in your body shows up on the outside of your body. So, let's review the 10 guidelines and the why between the guidelines or behind the guidelines. So you're going to eliminate gluten and dairy. Why? These two are digestive system disruptors, and a lot of people don't know that. So when you're pulling back on them, that's a way that you get to see, are these digestive disruptors for your body? With gluten, which is wheat, it is, most of it is GMO, which it's tampered with. With the body, our body doesn't necessarily always recognize what has been changed. So our body knows what to deal with something that's authentic from nature. Something that's been tampered with, it maybe it doesn't know. So sometimes that can show up as bloated, skin issues, just not going to the restroom, headaches, all kinds of things that can happen by way of having these things in our diet, and we don't know it because we don't relate the two. So when we say 10 days without it, that'll give you a chance to see what's going on. Dairy as well. I used to have so many problems with dairy, and I had no idea until I stopped with the dairy. For the 10 days, we're going to eliminate processed foods and refined sugars. The good news is that you'll have an opportunity to have natural sugars from fruits, but anything that is processed, just for the 10 days, we're going to do that. Drink enough water so that your urine is clear. That's easy, right? So you know it flushes out the toxins in your body. Sleep 7 to 8 hours per night. Exercise most days. Eliminate eating after 6, 7 at the max if you're pushing it. And we're going to ask you to replace 1 or 2 of your existing meals with the all plant-based shake that we're going to recommend. So replace 1 or 2 of your meals with an all plant-based shake that we recommend. We also recommend that you add in fruits, vegetables, berries in the capsules or chewables, and the omega blend that we will recommend. Not required. The protein is required, but these are not required, but highly recommended because we understand what it does in your body. We're going to give you a menu and guidelines, and we ask that you follow that. And then communicate regularly with your shred leader. So all of you have someone that has invited you here, and we want you to communicate with them. So when I say to replace one of your meals with the all plant-based shake, so the shake is really just a very powerful balance of nutrients, your carbs, your fiber, your protein, everything that you need for the most challenging days, and it does keep you full. As far as the plant powders and the omega blend, this is where your micronutrients come in. Now imagine this. Let me just say this. Imagine if you flooded your body every day with raw, vine ripened produce, the pits, the peel, the seed, all ground up and turned into a powder of raspberry, bilberry, cranberry, artichoke, elderberry, Concord grape, pomegranate, blackberry, blueberry, blackcurrant, orange. All of that, right? I could keep going. All of that in your body every day, raw. Well, we always just say, you tell us what happens, right? But imagine what happens if you're getting that in your body. And with the omega blend, it's adding more powerful plant-based from a plant source of the omega spectrum. And I'm going to talk to you just a little bit more about what omegas do in a little bit. But when you're putting in the plant powders and the omegas, that is where you're getting all of this micronutrients straight into your bloodstream, bypassing the digestive system. They are not multivitamins. It's literally whole food, as I mentioned, the pits, the peel, the seeds, all of that ground up into a powder. It's backed by science, more than 30 published research studies. As a nutritionist, it was important for me to know that before I was to recommend it to my customers or my clients. And so this is what you can expect by taking the full dosage of these plant powders. And we know this through research and science. So within 7 days, the antioxidants in your blood plasma will go up by 75%. And in turn, within those same 7 days, the free radicals, so the damage to your cells, is going to go down by 75% as well. Within the first 80 days, your DNA will be 66% less damaged than it would have been if you were not taking these plant powders. And the damage of our cells and our DNA, that's what messes up our immune system and our body as a whole. Your cardiovascular improvement in circulation within 28 days. Your immune system, your immune function. Y'all, that's important right now as we're dealing with all this, whatever we're dealing with. Everybody's talking about boosting their immune system. This is it in such a natural way. Anti-inflammatory response throughout your body, so that's inflammation. Healthier gums, and your teeth bleed less often. 39% microcirculation to your skin, so pretty skin. Pregnancy study, lower risk of preeclampsia, premature labor, vast benefits for adults and kids when it comes to insulin resistance and belly fat. And then increased lung power and capacity in smokers, and it had the side effect shows that it lowers oxidized cholesterol in the blood plasma. All of that is very, very important and powerful. And then when you add in the omega blend, and it is a blend, it's not just omega 3s, it's 5, 6, 7, and 9, and 3, all plant-based. So you're bypassing the middle fish, and where you have the fish, you have the mercury. It's all plant-based. It benefits your heart, circulation, brain health, your eyes, your skin, and your joints. Very, very powerful nutrition. As a shredder, you're going to receive the following. You're going to receive your 10-day shred menu that's going to guide you through what to do for the 10 days. You're also going to receive, after the 10 days, a guide that is not as, the guidelines are a little bit looser, but it'll guide you through for the weeks after. When you enroll to do the shred, it's going to come with that plant-based protein, a digital recipe book, our accountability group, success guide, support from our community and your shred leader, and access to our team of health and wellness professionals. We do this every month as a group. It just becomes a lifestyle and something that we expect to do. We do have a private Facebook group that has a tremendous amount of resources there. And if you don't have Facebook, your shred leader will help you by perhaps texting you. Each leader does things a little bit different. Some of the questions that come up is, can you do intermittent fasting and the shred? The short answer is yes. Some of the other questions that come up is the shred all plant-based program. And the answer is no, but we know that the more plants you flood your body with, the better. We give you options. So if you want to add in fish or chicken or animal proteins, then there are options, as we give you the list so that you know what to choose from. But also, if you're wanting to do tofu and tempeh and all plant-based, that's available to you too. So it gives you options based on where you are and who you are. Let me give you a sample of the menu. So the first meal, we recommend that you do the protein as a smoothie. You can do it as a shake, but if you do it as a smoothie, you can add a little bit of fruit, a nut milk, a good fat. The menu will have it. This is just a snapshot, but the menu would give you the option to do it as a smoothie. And then this is where I just toss my capsules right into my smoothie. And that is just a very hearty way to start the day. If you're doing a snack, then you can do vegetables and hummus. These are examples. Or you can do turkey breast and water or some veggies. And lunch, if you're doing your second shake, you can do that there. Or you want to do a huge salad with chicken or turkey or fish or what have you on there. You can add a piece of fruit in there. And then dinner, you can be very more creative with that. I love to do, it doesn't say it here, but I love to do tacos with corn tortillas because they're gluten-free. but you can mix it up, and there's lots of recipes and ideas for you for your dinner. If your goal is to reduce your weight, the menu is very structured so that you know the amounts of the carbohydrates and the foods to eat. It tells you how many ounces, how many cups, or what have you. So, what you need to participate is you need the protein. We highly recommend the fruits, the vegetables, the berries, plant powders, and the omegas, and the commitment to yourself. If you are doing the plant powders, and you have a child, or you know a child, or you want to sponsor a child, they will receive the plant powders for free as a chewable. All of us are dealing with nutrition challenges, and especially the children, and them getting more fiber and more nutrients in their body is super, super powerful. And so we offer that to children for free. So what can you expect from the shred? So everybody's body is different in what they can expect. And so we're just going to have a shredder or two just share their experience with taking or participating in the shred, and what they've noticed along the way. So Michelle Fletcher, are you there just to share a bit of your shred story?
I am. And Robin, I don't know if you mind allowing me to share my screen, because my shred story, I've been shredding for a long time, for years, but my real shred story is about my husband. And so I wanted to show a picture of him before and after. Can I do that?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I was
Yeah, you know what? Let me see if I can stop sharing my screen and then give you the opportunity to share yours. So Sandra, I'm going to take co-host back from you. No, we can't see it. Can you share? Can y'all see her screen?
Can you see it?
Let me see it.
Sandra said,
I can see it.
Yes, we can see it. We see her.
We see it.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So I have been shredding probably for over 4 years. As long as a shred has been around, I have been shredding on and off over the years. And funny enough, 3 years ago, my husband was approaching 40, and he'd watch me shred. He sees me do all these healthy things. And, you know, men, they just kind of do their own thing. They don't totally commit. And he just, he just watches from the sidelines. So when he was approaching 40, he was just like, wait a minute, I am at my heaviest weight ever, and I refuse to go into my 40s with this weight. So it was June, because he's an educator. So it was June, school was over, and he was like, you know what? Okay, I am going to commit to doing this shred 10 that you're always talking about. So lucky for him, I'm the girl that was like preparing all the healthy meals anyway. So all he had to do was just do the shakes. He was taking his plant powders, and it was amazing what happened from June to September. Men, it's women, we have a little bit of a harder time seeing that visual change. But for him, within 3 months, guys, he lost 30 pounds. And I was just like, what in the weight was just shredding off of him. It was shredding, and he was feeling better. He felt so good within the first few weeks that he signed up for CrossFit. So he started doing CrossFit, he's shredding, and the weight was just coming off. And you guys can see this visual. I don't know if Robin can see it yet.
I can see it.
Oh, you can see it. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So that was him before. And then that picture, I had to hide and snap the picture because he's not a picture person. So I took the picture, and it was just like, I couldn't even believe it. I had no idea that was going to be the result, but he was feeling better. Like, he's someone that used to suffer from like post-nasal drip, and that just disappeared. Yeah. So there were little ailments that disappeared. He had more energy. It was just incredible. So that was 3 years ago. He's still maintaining. He's probably gained back a few pounds, but he's still maintained this. And, it was amazing to watch that happen for him.
Got it.
So I will unshare. I will stop.
Yeah, no problem. You know what? So those of you that are here as guests, so I could put on a whole bunch of people to share their shred stories. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it with that one shred story for the sake of time. But everybody's story is different, but there's so many profound stories. I mean, and I want to tell you, I've just real quick, I've been shredding for a while, but what I noticed for myself is that my eyes used to be red all the time from allergies. That's no longer. My hair grows better. Every time I shred, I absolutely feel lighter and my stomach is less stomach every time. And I look forward to doing that because it's a lifestyle and your body will talk to you and it knows what to do. So I'm going through it because of the respective time, but y'all, the shred is legit. It's legit. There's a lot of good stuff that happens. Once you do the 10 days, we come together before you start the shred. For all the shredders, we have a meeting for new shredders. And then after the shred, we come back together and review what to do after the 10 days and make sure you have the nutrition plan and the guidance as to what to do next. But we just want you to get through the 10 days. And during those 10 days, we're communicating with you and all of that good stuff. And we do it every month. You don't have to, but people, they come and they go. But if you stay committed, you'll see the changes in your body. What we know about our shredders is that the more nutrients they put into their body, the more profound their results can be. So here's how to make this work for yourself. Is any goal is you want to put your time and money behind it, honestly. Have a plan. Any goal, any shred goal, weight loss goal, whatever goal you have a plan. Your why are you doing this? Accountability is useful. And then your surroundings. Let me tell you, this community is so supportive and loving. And whenever you're trying to do something, especially when it comes to changing your shifting your eating, if you don't have those people around you supporting you, it becomes very challenging. And what we tend to do when we shred is we bring in our partners and our family and our children and say, hey, do this journey with me. That's what we want for you, to bring them in so they won't bring you into their hot chicken wings and French fries, right? You got to bring them in to what you're doing, at least for the 10 days. I'm going to review the guidelines for you, and then I'm going to share with you how to do this, how to get started. So you're going to eliminate gluten and dairy, eliminate processed foods and refined sugars. And remember, we're giving you the menu and the guidance so you know what to eat. Drink enough water so that your urine is clear. Sleep. We want you to exercise most days and eliminate eating after 6 p.m., 7 at the max. Add in or replace 1 or 2 of your meals. Add in the fruits, vegetable, berries, and omegas as a highly beneficial nutrition plan. Follow the shred menu and communicate with us. Good, bad, and the ugly. We're here to support you. And when you participate in the shred, it includes the menu, the 10-day and the after the 10-day. You'll get the plant-based protein digital recipe book, accountability, support group, success guide, support from your shred leader, and access to, we have a whole bunch of health and wellness experts that do a lot of things, trainers, colon hydrotherapists, nutritionists, naturopaths, just a lot of resources for you. So we're going to start our next shred group November the 9th, which I would tell you, I'm joking, but I'm serious, because whatever happens in this election, we might the next day be drinking and eating and having distress. Who knows, right? So the shred is timely. People ask me this timely, like right after you can get back on and just clear your mind and your body of whatever you put in there that didn't belong. So we want you to commit yourself now, even though it starts on the 9th. You got to have time to get your products, and you can start right away if you want. When you register to do the shred or you enroll, then you can get your meal plan right away so you can see it and wrap your mind around it. And let me share with you the shred packages, and you figure out which one makes the most sense for you and why. So the option 1 is the basic package where you just have the protein only. And that doesn't include the micronutrients, but it does get you started. Option 2 is completely balanced, where it is the protein, the plant protein, plus your fruits and vegetables as in the plant powders. You could choose in capsules or chewables. It depends on what you like, but you're going to get the protein and your fruits and your vegetables. And if you have a child or a grandchild, you can get that supply, another supply for them for free. So back up to the basic. That one is 4 payments of $38. I'll explain to you why the 4 payments, but you can start the shred for as low as $38. Option 2 would be 4 payments of approximately $88. Option 3 is the complete shred, and that includes the protein, the fruits, the vegetables, the berries, and the omegas for $145, for 4 payments of $145, and it'll include a child's free supply. So let me tell you what, the difference between option 2 and 3. Option 3 includes the berries and the omegas. If your intention is to really just kick it up a notch and really just go in with your nutrition and reduce inflammation, then that's the package for you. It's very, very complete and comprehensive. Option 2, maybe you're not ready to do all of that, but you really want to get started with the micronutrients in your body, then you can go with option 2. And option 1 really is basic, and we know that people see the more results with 2 and 3. But if you just want to dip your toe in, so to speak, and just get started, then option 1 is available to you. Questions that come up are you required to shred every month? No, you're not, but it's a good idea to do that, and you'll have enough supplies to do that. You can start early if you'd like. We'll invite you into the group, and we still post in there. And why we do it in 4 payments. So we know that, first of all, it takes about 4 months for everything to get into the blood system complete and new by science and research, right? Some people, this is the thing, when you start taking the plant powders, it doesn't mean you have to wait for 4 months to see results, but that's when your body is just really used to the process. And so the 4 months is based on that. And then the company has broken the payments up into 4 months accordingly. So you are billed for 4 months, and you, again, will have enough product to last you. And if you skip a month, that's fine, or what have you. The plant powders, you're always going to want to keep that going in your body consistently. Very, very important. What happens if you order the complete or the capsules and you just, for whatever reason, it doesn't work for you? Money back guarantee on all things. We know that it's powerful. We know that it works, but we always want to make sure that you know that there is a guarantee there, that we want you to be satisfied in that way. So everything is money back guarantee. I want you guys to note that the complete protein comes in 60 servings. The capsules will last you for 4 months. The complete will last you for 60 servings. So if you only do 1 shake a day during the shred, it'll last you 4 months. If you decide you love the protein and you do more of them, it may not last you 4 months. It'll last you 60 servings, but you're still able to be billed in those 4 payments. Just wanted to say that for you. The plant powders and the omega blend will last you for 4 months. Okay, so I will take questions, but I want to say this. To get started, you want to contact the person that invited you here, and they can discuss your options for you. I'm going to put the options back up here so that you can see what the packages are. And I absolutely love to take any questions, or any of the shred leaders want to clarify anything if I didn't say something right. Or if I left anything out. Are there any questions or anything? No? All right, well, that must mean I explained everything well enough. All right, so thank you. I'm going to stop the recording, and I think I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna try to stop it. And I'm gonna stop the recording, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.